being a part of a team means many things to many different people. It can mean contributing to your dedication in the weight room or a treadmill. It can mean that you're level-headed during competition to ensure that your team does the same. It can simply mean always being there for your fellow teammates as if they were your family. Molly Elizabeth Averett was all of those things and more. She had unparalleled dedication on and off the field, as well as an exceptional commitment to her team. Good afternoon. We're from the Danville at Frank Arcade City for today's matchup featuring William Peace University Pacers and your Cougars of Averett University. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups first for the Pacers. In goal, number 1, Daniel Hando. Number 2, Hello Hello. Number 3, Tom Soda. Number 6, William English. Number 8, Jack Harvey. Number 9, Brewer Warlick. Number 14, Max Hollingsworth. Number 15, Riley Murray. Number 18, Patrick Allen. And number 27, Tristan Carter. Head coach for William Pieces, Mark Briscoe. And now let's meet the starters for the Cougars. Our freshman from Central Carolina, number 1, Cooper Pace. The sophomore from Central Virginia, number 1, Ronnie Bridge. The sophomore from West Virginia, number 8, Marcus Sterling. The sophomore from Whitman, Colorado, number 10, Todd Pearson. And the freshman from Montgomery, New York, number 17, Darren Whitman. A freshman from Raleigh, Virginia, number 20, Ethan Sullivan. A junior from Cartersville, number 22, Connor Sack. A junior from Asheville, Virginia, number 23, Alvin Wheeler. A freshman from Washington, North Carolina, number 26, Aaron Shattuck. And a sophomore from Fairfield, Indiana, number 33, Britton Powers. Then to this audience, if you please rise and honor America with the play of our national anthem as performed by leaders and singers. What stage can you see by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose first stripes and bright
Hello and welcome to Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me is my co-host today, Corey Baldwin, as we're bringing you the second game here today on Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. We have the Team Molly event today. Our second game today. Women's lacrosse played here. The women's team played here earlier today, picked up a win over Eastern Mennonite. Now Averett looking to make it 2 for the day coming into this one. William Peace 2-3 overall, 0-1 in the USA South, and Averett coming into this one 2-3 and 0-1 in ODAC contention. So not a conference game, regular season game for both squads. So it'll be interesting to see. And just a little bit of background information, the Team Molly benefit game is to raise awareness for Ewing sarcoma, which is a rare form of bone cancer. It usually presents itself in childhood and early adulthood, normally between 10 and 20 years of age. So it's an event that we like to do here, raise some money to a good cause, and also play some lacrosse on that day as well. So we're getting into this one. Starting a little bit early today. Time was set for 5:30. About 5:29, so they almost pulled it off on time. But face-off one here by the Cougars, and they're going to have the first bit of action here on offense. So now the Cougars sticking towards the midline here, just taking their time moving the ball up.
And Chris, you know, Cougars coming off a 17-3 loss to Virginia Wesley in the last game. I mean, what do you expect for the guys to do here on today?
I think this would be a big bounce back here, especially at home. You got a team that's very similar to you on paper coming into this one. You know, you're both 2-3. You got to come into this one. You took a tough road loss, but you're coming back into this one trying to make everything even at home. So,
and like I said, it's no better place than being at home. You know, the home game, have the crowd, the energy on your side. It's nothing like it. And Peace trying to find something there in the middle. A lot of drive and kick.
just taking their time here, moving the ball around. They got about 24 seconds on the shot clock here, so got to start moving a little bit quicker here towards the net. As a quick move here, run to the outside, went behind, and we got a shot here. It looks like it's going to be high and out. Possession will stay with the Pacers, but ball did not come in contact with anything, so we're still going to have 8 seconds on the shot clock here. So quick moving, 3, 2, 1. Shot here off the mark. And that's going to be shot clock violation. Or excuse me, it's going to reset here. Caught goal. That was a great job there by number 17, Cameron Prutzman, standing strong for the second time there in goal. So a little mishap with the clock there. 60 seconds on the shot clock. It's William Peace moving around the left side here. Defended closely by the Cougars. Now making a move on the right side. Going to kick out and just go, or now move to the net. Shot off the mark, but they get the ball right back here.
And this is great defense we're seeing by the Cougars right now. I mean, not allowing much drive and not allowing much space as well. You know, you got that stick in between, really making the Pacers work.
So now the Pacers here creeping up on 20 seconds on the shot clock again. Shot here is going to be off to the right. No contact here, so now 15 seconds on the shot clock. So the Pacers have to make quick work here, trying to score or at least get a shot on the net. This one is going to be in, though. A little circus shot there coming from underneath. I believe that's going to be.
I think that was number 15, Chris Riley Murray, with the first score of the game.
Riley Murray attacking first here. The senior out of Wilmington, North Carolina, coming underneath and catching Prutzman off guard as it was a low shot. Prutzman tried to get his stick down but couldn't do it in time. So now face-off here, won by the Pacers. Now pushing again, but great job by Lachlan Sterling just cutting that one off and pushing the other end here for the Cougars. And he's going to take his turn to rip it here. Wide open field, you're a defender, and whenever you get a chance to get a shot on the goal like that, you're most likely going to take it there.
You know, I felt like he kind of could have took a couple more steps forward. Nobody was really in front of him, but definitely a great look to be aggressive.
Lachlan Sterling, only a sophomore, but he's a player to watch. He led Averett in the defensive unit last Friday where he picked up 3 ground balls. So he's leading the way for this defense here for the Cougars. Just got to keep an eye on him.
Here's Etheridge now trying to make something work, being harassed there, but gets a shot. Great job by the goalie of the Pacers, Cooper Case. Oh, excuse me, Daniel Ando.
So a little chippy by both sides here. Get a little contact playing defense. So the Pacers get a quick stop, but the Cougars get it right back here. Now this is going to be Gary here. Excuse me, Garai. With the ball here behind the net. Pushing it towards the left side here, passing it out. Now Duffy, shot here, low and blocked by Ando. And the Pacers get the ball right back. So now pushing the tempo here are the Pacers, working down the right side, pass inside, 2 quick passes. The second one, though, found the ground. And now the Cougars trying to push towards midfield. Wild pass, still on the ground, but it's going to end up finding a Cougar. That's going to be Powers who ends up with the ball there for the Cougars. So they get a chance to set up some offense here. So now Chimera coming off, coming back on is going to be Duffy. Pass here off the mark on the ground. Duffy there to pick it up, though, for the Cougars. And the Cougars still trying to work and find their way here on the offensive end. Etheridge now with the ball here on the right side. 28 seconds left on the shot clock here. Got to start moving towards the net here. 8 minutes and 38 seconds on the game clock. As Duffy making a quick move, trying to fight to the outside. Pacers doing a nice job of cutting him off. Now Taft taking his first shot of the matchup here. It's going to be over the goal. And now the Cougars have just 11 seconds to work with here. So now ball inside to Taft. Taft working around, trying to get a shot off. Loses the ball, and it ends up in the sticks of the Pacers.
And a tough one there for the Cougars. I mean, they seem to be right there at the goal. Just couldn't execute.
That was a nice pitch and catch there for the Pacers to move the ball up the field here and get on the attacking end. And now the Pacers taking their time here, just trying to get the right subs on the field here for their offensive attack. As now Smith passing it inside here.
Great job by the defense, not allowing any penetration in the gaps.
So now Beam here working on the right side. Passes off the mark on the ground. Couple of defenders fighting for it. That was Beavers there for the Cougars trying to fight for the ball. A great job of Murray just keeping a box out there and keeping them away from the ball. The call is going to be on the Pacers, going to give the ball back to the Cougars here. Now Beavers with the ball, moving it downfield. Passes deep on the ground. Still on the ground. Pacers end up coming up with it here. Cougars do a nice job knocking it back on the ground. I believe it was called a hold down there. It's going to give the ball back to the Pacers here, reset for their offense attack. 6 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock here. Creeping up on 10 minutes of play. And only one goal score, so good competitive lacrosse so far in this one. I'll drive it in, going behind the goal now, back out. Pass here, shot's going to be deflected, but fall back into the Pacers. Another shot deflective. That's Prutzman staying strong there in goal. The Pacers still have 50 seconds left on the shot clock here, so still have plenty of time to get something to go. As the pass here is high. Scooped up, though, by Warlick. And they're going to reset here. Number 21, Noonan at the top here. Circling down the right side. Makes a great move back inside. He rips it. It's going to be off to the left. And still in possession here for the Pacers. Did not hit the goal, so will still be 23 seconds on the shot clock. So the Pacers not a lot of time to work with. Shot here off the mark. This one connecting with the goal. Pacers have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Now working back inside. Pass here. Finds a man, but saved by Prutzman. Now the shot clock resets here.
And the Pacers just being aggressive, and the being aggressiveness is just rewarding them as they have so many chances. And there it is, 21.
That's good.
Devin Noonan with the score.
Devin Noonan, the junior middle out of Wilmington, North Carolina, able to get it to go here. For the Pacers to score their second go to go up 2-0. So quick goal here by the Pacers. Puts them up 2-0. Face-off one here by the Cougars. That was number 26, Shattuck, able to win the face-off there for the Cougars. Now Duffy with the ball here. Moving from the middle of the field over to the left, goes back to the right side here. Etheridge now with the ball here for the Cougars. Working around, has a couple Pacers on the hip. So he's going to work back outside and reset here. Now Cooper Case with the ball on the right side, gets it back to Etheridge. Ball wasn't caught clean, but Etheridge stays with it. Now nice spin back inside. Gets in front of a defender, forces a man to come up. The Pacers still holding strong on defense. Now 20 seconds on the shot clock. Driving in, though, for the Cougars. That was 93. Brayton Powers with the shot. Went straight into the net of Ondo.
And so far, the Pacers have just been playing great defense here on the Cougars, not really allowing any penetration, making shots tough for them.
The Pacers pushing down the left side here. Now behind the goal, working back towards the left side of the field. And good pass inside by number 7, William Murray, forcing Prutzman to come out of goal there. And it led to a wide open goal for the Pacers. So now the Pacers jumping out to a quick 3-0 lead here, as they've been able to figure it out here recently on offense. The Cougars still haven't figured out their offense quite yet.
And Chris, you mentioned figuring out the offense. I think the Cougars just need to settle down, you know what I'm saying, catch a breath. Because as you see right now, they're just moving really fast and out of control there.
So now the hustle from Taft there keeps possession for the Cougars. With 54 seconds on the shot clock here. Plenty of time to work with. Have to get something going here if you're the Cougars. Down 3, shot off the mark. Possession will stay with the Cougars, though.
43 seconds is a lot of time here for the Cougars to execute.
Now Case going out to Duffy. Duffy now to Etheridge. Etheridge working down the right side here. Good pass in, but it's going to be deflected away by the Pacers. And they will take possession here. So one of the more open-looking potential shots for the Cougars got knocked away by the Pacers from behind. So now a minute 30 on the clock here in the first quarter. Now 40 seconds on the shot clock here. The Pacers kind of taking their time here, waiting for something to open up. Now attacking the middle. Pass inside is going to be on the ground. Scooped up, though, by Murray. He passes it over to the left-hand side. 17 seconds on the shot clock here. Back to Murray. Murray in the middle of the field. Now 10 seconds. He's going to have to make a move towards the net here. Passes it in. Shot attempt. It's going to be scooped up by Prutzman. That was number 24, Jamari Smith, who had made an effort to try to score there with the shot clock expiring. And now Taft on the right side here for the Cougars, circling around on the back end. Pass here is going to be off the mark, and it's going to roll straight to a Pacer. That's going to be number 6, William English, now pushing the tempo here for the Pacers. He's going to fake pass backside, keep the ball, now finding Smith in the middle of the field. Smith rips it while clock is going out, but nice save by Prutzman, and we are at the end of the first quarter. The Pacers up 3-0 over the Cougars. We'll be right back after a quick break with the start of the second quarter.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we're back here with Averett Sports Network with the start of the second quarter. Pacers up 3-0. My name's Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Corey Baldwin for today's broadcast. Sides have flipped, so now Pacers are going to be working from right to left on your screen.
And, you know, Chris, after the first quarter, you know, one thing I think can be improved for the Cougars here in a second is just, you know what I'm saying, the passes and the catching. Those have really been two key factors for the Cougars, as seen right there, dropping of the ball.
Tough pass there by number 18 for William Peace. Patrick Calhoun got the pass off, but that was a great job by Prutzman. Just staying alive in goal, not giving up anything easy, and it forced the ball out of bounds off the shot. And the Cougars take possession here. The defense for the Cougars haven't been bad. I know the score says 3-0, but the Pacers have had many opportunities so far on the offensive ends to shoot. And the Cougars on offensively just kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but finally get it to go. That's number 77, Tyler Duffy, the freshman out of Roanoke, Virginia, getting it to go for the Cougars and start off the second quarter strong.
And much needed score there, Chris. I mean, time now to get the energy back in the Grant Center, on Daly Field Stadium.
As a basketball player, I know you're used to being up in the Grant Center. This is more my speed of things here on Daly Field, but this is going to be Hollingsworth and then also Shattuck on the face-off here. The Pacers win the face-off. Now pushing down the left side.
You see the defensive energy just picking up after the score from Duffy.
So now ball on the ground. Taft fighting for the ball. Call is going to give favor to the Cougars and take possession here. So now opportunity here for the Cougars. Racing in. This is a shot, but off the mark. Looked like number 5, Anthony Garay. It looked like it didn't come out the stick clean there.
Yeah.
As it came off to the right.
It was definitely a great look for the Cougars.
One of the better looks that they've seen so far here. And, you know, it wasn't a goal here, but it's definitely something encouraging, at least getting more shots up and more chances. So now the Pacers trying to work again here on offense. Cougars scored the last goal. So the Pacers going to try to answer back here, getting their shifts in play. Now ball in the middle of the field, working towards the net. That's Noonan. Shot here, bounces over the right side of the net. Pacers keep possession here. 38 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball on the right-hand side of the field. Murray goes over, gets it over to William Murray. Good move to work back behind the goal. Pass here behind the back, and it's good. That was a good 1-2 right there. William Murray on the assist, and that's going to be number 9, Brewer Warlock, the senior out of Wilmington, North Carolina, answering back and getting a goal here for the Pacers. And, you know, it's difficult to try to defend those types of shots when players are going behind their back.
Yeah. That's one of those things where you say good defense but better offense that time.
Face off here. Looks like it's going to be in favor of the Cougars, rolling towards their offensive side, but the Pacers still fighting towards the ball and end up picking up the ground ball. So now the Pacers pushing here, wasting no time as they going to slow up, pass it out, and reset here, getting their shift back on. So they were a man down, now got a man back in Smith. Smith now working over to the right side. That's going to be Libum. Now behind the goal is Murray. Shot here, bounces, and is in. That time's going to be number 22, Gregory Liebman, a freshman attack out of Raleigh, North Carolina. A lot of local guys here on this William and Peace team out of Raleigh, going to a local school here. And now the Pacers up 5-1 here. So the Cougars answered quickly in the second quarter, able to get the first goal of the second quarter. But the Pacers, after that, were able to answer with 2 goals of their own here to take a 4-point lead. Now the Pacers pushing down the left side here, trying to work behind the goal. Moving the ball around, taking their time here. Now working towards the middle. Pass here is going to be off the mark and out the back of the goal. It was off a pass, so the ball will go back to the Cougars here.
And Cougars now just needs to set up offense here. That is Garay on the attack. Decides to bring it out. Now Etheridge to set up the offense for your Cougars.
That's good defense by the Pacers there. That's number 5, Drew Von Wern, just playing aggressive there. But possession will stay with the Cougars here. Etheridge with the ball on the right hash. So now a couple shifts here by both squads. Cougars here trying to answer back to the 2 unanswered goals the Pacers have just scored. Now Taft wrapping around. Shot's going to be deflected by the Pacers there. Ondo able to get his stick up and deflect the pass. Or excuse me, his shot. Cougars still working here offensively. 33 seconds on the shot clock now. Nice spin by Duffy. Gets by. Shot is off the mark, though. 27 seconds on the shot clock, so not a lot of time, but still a decent amount of time to work something here. Taft able to get around and will score. Now answering the goal for Duffy for the Cougars, that's going to be Connor Taft. Connor Taft, a junior out of Durham, North Carolina, one of the better offensive scorers here for the Cougars.
And, you know, that's a good sign, seeing one of your better offensive threats getting hot here. And it's only the second quarter, so definitely a great sign here for your Cougars.
So now 3-point game. Shot here, ripped and over the net. That time by number 18, Patrick Calhoun. Wasting no time there. Using every foot of that deep hole there, trying to rip one. Sailed it a little bit too high, though. So now Smith working the middle of the field. Makes one move. Was looking at the left-hand side there, but got pinched. Good job by the Cougars there. Looks like Beavers was able to get a stick in on that pass. Murray comes up with it, though. Good job by Beavers, just being in the passing lane there and not allowing any passes towards the net. That shot's going to be off the mark for Murray. Hits the ground, goes out. Pacers keep possession here. Now working over on the left-hand side of the field is English. English now working into the middle there. A great job by Lachlan Sterling, able to get that pole in there and ground the ball for the Cougars. English that was trying to work around him. Looked like he had a step on Sterling. But Sterling able to get that pole in there and knock the ball down. To give the Cougars a chance here. Pass off the mark, goes out, and we'll give the Pacers back the ball.
And that was a good look there by Purser, just not able to corral it in. It was tough because that was a great look at a goal if he was able to catch the pass.
Now shot here off the mark. Great job by Prutzman getting that one out the way. So now the Pacers here with the ball, taking their time after taking a quick shot there. Almost no looker there, it looked like, from Warlick, who's already gone behind the back today. Wasn't really looking at the net there. Throws one. It's going to be off the mark. Pacers will keep possession here, creeping up on 40 seconds. So far, the Cougars defense holding strong. 7 minutes and 30 seconds on the game clock here. Now working towards the middle pass. It's going to be to number 11, Charlie Beam, who tried to quickly shoot it off the pass. Looked like it was deflected. The Pacers will keep ball here. 16 seconds now on the shot clock. Pacers try to go inside, pass off the mark, and out of bounds, and we'll give possession back over to the Cougars. So the defense for the Cougars stands strong here yet again.
And only down 3 are the Cougars with about under 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And forced out of bounds was Etheridge, so turnover and ball to the Pacers.
And the Cougars going to have to look at this when they go to halftime here. The defense staying strong. They just got to get it done there on the offensive end. Put together a pair of goals here in the second quarter, though, so have been looking better offensively after the first quarter, going scoreless. So they just got to continue it there, try to keep the ball in possession a little bit longer here and not shoot themselves in the foot and letting their defense have to defend most of the quarter. So now the Pacers here trying to wrap around the left side. Ball's on the ground. The Cougars still applying pressure. Another ball on the ground. Not fielded cleanly yet. Another ground ball. It's going to be up and into the hands. That time looked like number 24 for the Cougars. Mike Hernandez came up with it, but it got grounded again. And the Pacers take it right back. But that was a good defensive stand there by the Cougars. Just applying pressure there. Got caught in transition. 60 seconds on the shot clock. 5 minutes and 22 seconds on the game clock. Shot here high and out. Pacers will stay with possession. So now Murray on the right side, cutting in, cut off by the Cougars. He's going to circle back around, go middle, and gets the ball through a number of Cougar defenders. Number 15, Riley Murray, picks up another goal here for the Pacers and now takes a 4-point lead with just over 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
And a tough break there for the Cougars. After the first possession of defense, as we were talking about, Hernandez had ended up with it, but then taken away again, and the Pacers end up with a score.
You know, that's one of the things that's going to happen if you can't keep on to possession, is eventually something's going to crack and open up.
I really think that's been a depicting factor here in this game. Is just Will Peace have just had more opportunities on goal.
So now working towards the goal, now around the back. English now with the ball on the left side. Thought about a shot on goal, but he's going to circle it back out now. Riley Murray cutting through. Pass here is going to be to a wide open Devin Noonan for another score. Back-to-back goals here for the Pacers. So now take a 5-point lead, which is the largest lead of the matchup so far in this one. And it just looked like it was a man unaccounted for there on the offensive side of things. Face off here, won by the Cougars. Got to use this now to build a little bit of momentum, try to get a goal here to answer those 2 goals. So now Duffy with the ball here, working towards the net. And it's going to lead to a timeout by the Cougars. We'll be right back here with Averett Sports Network after this quick timeout for the remainder of the second quarter.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
Here with Averett Sports Network after the quick timeout. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the second quarter here. Duffy with the ball here on the left side of the field, working around, has about 46 seconds on the shot clock to work with.
Maybe the timeout was coach to draw up a play to get something going here for the Cougars. Seeing a screen and roll when Etheridge loses control of the ball.
Ball still on the ground, comes up with it is the Pacers. Ball on the ground again. Just trying to desperately get it away was Soden. And the Pacers will come up with it here. Pass long. It's going to be caught. And moving up is Carter. And we're going to have another timeout. So we'll be right back here after this quick timeout with Averett Sports Network. Back here with Averett Sports Network. 2 quick timeouts by both squads. The Averett University Cougars was trying to get something to go. Pacers able to hold up on defense, so thinking that the Pacers called a timeout to try to draw up something here offensively, get another goal before the half. They got 40 seconds on the shot clock here, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left before the half. So now, just thinking about the shot, but goes right back out with it. Peace cutting through. Nice job by Prutzman getting the deflection. That was Hernandez who came up with it. Tried to keep it alive. Lost the ball, but pass out here by the Pacers to keep it in their possession. Murray, pass inside, shot here, defended by Prutzman. Great job reading that was going to be a low shot here. Able to get it away. Now Sterling gets it back to Prutzman. Prutzman down the middle, goes straight into the hands of a Pacer. Full steam ahead, shot here, and defended again by Prutzman. Another pass, zipped down the middle, finds the Pacers again. So now just under a minute left to go. Game clock is under shot clock here, so Pacers could hold this the whole entire time if they wanted to. And a reshot here. Fakes one, goes under. That's going to be number 9, Brewer Warlick, getting it to go for the Pacers. So now take a 6-point lead, 8-2 with 39 seconds left on the clock. So important moment here for the Cougars. If they win this faceoff, they have a chance to get a goal back before the half with a little bit of positive momentum. You definitely don't want to give up back-to-back goals right before the half as well. Face off here. Still on the ground. Nobody taking possession yet. Taft reaching for it. Still on the ground. Fighting for it. And that's going to be into the hands of the Pacers. Now Pacers pushing the tempo here yet again. Now 12 seconds on the game clock here. The Pacers got to get it going if they want to score again before the half. 5 seconds now. Warlick shot here was deflected. And that will be the end of the first half here. 8-2 in favor of the Pacers. We'll be right back here after this halftime break with the last half of play with Averett Sports Network.
We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, win, yeah. I had to stop being base. All of my dreams had to chase. Counting me out and counting me in. Feel like before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never could bend. Just wanna win, win, win.
Welcome back to Averett Sports Network. A little bit of a slow start for the Cougars in the first half. I should say first quarter of play.
Yeah.
No goals scored in the first quarter. Scored both their goals in the second quarter. Pacers kind of got hot again towards the end, putting together a few goals to take a 6-point lead. Now the Cougars, we talked about it in the first half, just need to work on keeping the ball in their hands a whole lot more and not letting their defense have so many defensive stands and stop giving the Pacers so many opportunities at the goal.
Yeah. And we also harped on, just how much more physical Peace was playing than the Cougars. I mean, having a lot of turnovers, forced turnovers, and, I mean, that led to transition and then scores for the Pacers. So I'm sure they talked about that in the locker room and looked to see a better half. And as I say that, another turnover.
So now the Pacers wasting no time pushing the tempo here. Pass got out a little bit wide and gave the ball right back to the Cougars. And, that's a break that the Cougars needed right there, especially after giving like a quick turnover like they just did. And it was something that we really wasn't seeing the Pacers doing a lot in the first half, was just giving away transition opportunities like that. So now Etheridge with the ball here on the right side of the field, working around, going towards the back of the net, just resetting, getting everybody in their spots here. Now wrapping around, gets it back to Taft. Taft in his spot. He likes to work behind that net and loop it around. The call's going to be on Taft, giving the ball right back to the Pacers. Taft not too happy about the call, but able to get the ball right back. Nice move, working towards the net, goes up and under, but just a little bit out, maybe half a foot out to the right.
But a great defensive stop there and a nice move, just unable to capitalize, but still have opportunity here with 70 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's just one of the things you have to do. You just gotta keep in mind the game still goes on, no matter if you're having trouble with the call or something like that. The game still goes on. That was a nice job by him, just staying down and getting the opportunity. And they're going to call a flag here on a push. I believe that's going to be called on Nick Byers. Byers.
And I don't know, that's a tough call there, especially after seeing the first half contact that was going on, and for them to call that one. This has been a physical game so far.
Mm-hmm. So Duffy and Byers comes out of the matchup here. Looks like the Cougars going to be playing down a couple here.
This is where you just have to protect the middle here.
And the Cougars playing down 2 men. And the Pacers take advantage there, scoring a goal, making it now a 7-point lead with 12 minutes and 17 seconds left to go on the clock. In the third quarter, we see our first goal of the second half. And that's why those fouls come in so importantly, especially in situations like that where you're trying to come back. You definitely don't want to play down. numbers-wise. Face-off here won by Shattuck.
Going the wrong way. And a turnover.
Pacers applying pressure, forcing them to run towards where the Cougars are trying to defend, and luckily for the Cougars, they dodge a bullet there. Able to get the ball right back after giving up a goal. So now the Cougars here, Taft with the ball on the right side, gets it out to Garay. Now Duffy coming back in after catching that foul. Duffy has a goal in this one, so he's definitely a player that you don't want off the field. As Garay wrapping around here. Thought about going Taft, but hits Duffy. Duffy now working across to the middle. He gets pinched. Working back, though. And not a bad look there for Duffy. Revving back and letting one rip there on the left side. Missed the goal. Just outside the pole. But not a bad look here. Ondo just taking his time. Had nobody in front of him, so might as well just take his time and look for something to open up. Shot appears to be off, out of bounds. Pacers keep possession here. And now it's that time of day where it's kind of hard to see what's going on because you got the shade coming in from the trees, the sun in your face. So it's kind of hard to keep a track of what's going on. The Cougars, 2 back-to-back possessions there. Getting a nice defensive stop. That's, again, Prutzman there. The man in the net, staying strong, not giving up anything free down there. As the Pacers had 2 opportunities there. Couldn't take advantage. Pass is going to be on the ground. That's going to go right back to the Pacers, and that's something that the Cougars have to limit from the first half. It's just getting defensive possessions to where they get stops and then just giving the ball right back. Shot here. It's going to be deflected by Prutzman. Finds the hands of the Pacers. And on the reshot here, the Pacers able to get it to go. That's going to be number 9, Warlick. Getting it to go again for the Pacers to now take an 8-point lead.
Again, tough break there, Chris.
So back to the face-off here. Cougars win it. Now running the other side. So very important face-off. Getting the ball back after giving up 2 goals. Got to slow it down here. Get a goal of your own. Try to work back into this thing. It's now Duffy working on the right side. Shoots. And rolls in. I thought the goalie, Ondo, got a piece of it, but it looked like he didn't. Or maybe he did. It just got a lucky bounce there for Duffy, but he finds the net, and that's a big, big possession there for the Cougars. Scoring a goal and getting back into this thing.
And now it's all about the defensive end here now for the Cougars. Time to pick up the intensity.
So the Cougars win another face-off here. Pass, though, off the mark. And just going to give it right back there to the Pacers off the face-off.
And a flag thrown here. I believe that penalty was called on number 9, Matthew Clark.
So now Clark's going to be out for 30 seconds after a push. So the Cougars yet again playing down a man here. Shot here is going to be saved by Prutzman. The Cougars staying alive, trying to work down the field. Finally, ball hits the ground. But there's Garay there to scoop it up, and now the Cougars pushing tempo here. Now Powers with the ball for the Cougars. The Cougars here taking their time, trying to see if something opens up here. Now Cooper Case gets it over to Taft behind the goal. Taft now working around. Rears back, lets it rip, but it's going to be off to the left. Cougars keep possession. Only 23 seconds left on the shot clock, though, to work with. So got to make something shake here pretty quickly as now Duffy try to make a move and loses the ball.
And a move there by 15, Riley Murray.
So Riley Murray getting another one to go for the Pacers as the Cougars yet again shoot themselves in the foot, lose the ball on one end, and it ends up being a goal on the other.
And being hounded was Etheridge and turns it over. Ball back to the Pacers.
So now the Pacers here trying to get past midfield. They do. They're going to have another shot. This one saved by Prutzman. And yet again, the Cougars give the ball right back to the Pacers off a bad pass.
And it's that initial pass, Chris, as we talked about, just can't seem to get that connection going to get into the offense. And the Pacers have been taking full advantage.
Looks like the Pacers trying to argue that they have to keep play there. They didn't have to stop, but what the ref says goes, so they had to bring it back to the spot reset here. Now Noonan with the ball, defended by Hernandez closely. Pacers a couple nice passes, good defense by the Cougars. And it's going to be another flag thrown. Make that 2 more flags thrown. Another flag thrown as there's laundry all over the field.
How many flags you think they got, Chris? I mean, I seen the same man throw about 2 or 3 on them.
I guess they came well prepared for this situation. As I'm with you, I didn't think they had that many flags to throw. I thought I was going to start seeing hats, shoes, and whatnot, but Many flags thrown, and this might take them a little bit to sort this out. I can imagine there's probably some words said down there, pushing and shoving. Just a little chippy. The defenders there for the Cougars probably frustrated a little bit.
Yeah.
You get good defensive stops, and you see just a costly turnover, and now you're back on the other end trying to get another stop. It can be frustrating. So possibly just some frustration fouls coming out here, and you definitely don't want those to come out here, especially at this point in the game. You still have 5 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the third. You're down 8. It's not an ideal situation, but we've seen crazier things. You can string together some quick scores. We've seen goals scored so far, like 2 in the same minute.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're definitely not in a spot where it's all over. You can definitely come back, and these fouls are certainly not going to help.
Yeah, just what you can't do is give in.
So as they're trying to figure this one out, we're going to go to a short break. We'll be right back here and try to get everything that just transpired after the break. We are back here with Averett Sports Network. Still haven't got word on exactly what happened. Averett down 2 players, and the Pacers down 1. So we've seen about 4 flags thrown. We got to assume that one of the 2 flags was thrown for the same thing probably. So number 8, Sterling Lachlan, got 1 minute for slashing. And then number 9, Warlick, got an unsportsmanlike for. So it sounded like there was 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, one on Peace, one on Averett, and then also a slashing on Averett. So it looks pretty accurate to what happened. Two or 3 flags came late. I think 2 of the flags were the refs heard the same thing. So now Peace being released now. I believe that was Warlick that was over there in the foul trouble for Peace. Great job there by Prutzman, just keeping a stick down and blocking shots here. 2 shots back-to-back deflected by Prutzman. As he's holding strong, another one again. And Prutzman trying to keep the Cougars alive in this thing. That's a little toe tap by Cooper Case. Staying on his side of the line, going to get that ball. It looks like we're going to have a timeout, Averett. So we'll be right back after this quick timeout after the break with the remainder of the third.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we are back here with Averett Sports Network. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the third. 11-3. Averett still down 8. Still trying to get something to go here. Taft with a goal. And also Duffy with a pair of goals. Now Duffy with the ball here. Trying to work here for the Cougars. The hot hand for the Cougars so far in this one. Now Etheridge working around here. The right side going around the goal again for the Cougars. 23 seconds left on the shot clock here. Not a lot of time to work with. As Taft trying to work around here. And it looks like we're going to have another foul here. Averett keeps possession though, but now a ball on the ground will stop play. So it's going to be that a foul after Taft took the goal was cross-checked. So that's going to be on number 39, I believe. So he got unnecessary roughness for 1 minute. It's number 39, Kerry Sclater. So Averett trying to take advantage here. Shots off the mark. They will keep possession here. 53 seconds now on the shot clock. Just over 2 minutes on the game clock here. Duffy thought about it. Didn't take. Taft lost the ball before he took the shot. Now Beam scooping it up here for the Cougars, working his way around. He gets over to Garai. Garai now over to Duffy. Duffy down to Taft. Taft slinging it off the mark and out of bounds. Hustle by Case. Keeps in possession for the Cougars. They have 24 seconds left to work with. Trying to take advantage after the foul here. The Cougars unable to do so. The Pacers defense still holding strong in this one. Cooper Case trying to put together a couple moves. He gets it back out to Powers. Powers loses the ball. 1 second, just throws it. That's going to be a shot clock violation there for the Pacers. Ball here on the ground. And Powers comes up with it now. Case slings it through and gets it to go. The Cougars finally find a break off the great defense there after the ball hit the ground on the pace, or on the Pacers. That was Taft coming in from behind, and I believe him getting that ground ball, and it led to a attempt there for Cooper Case, and Cooper Case able to get it go. The freshman out of Surf City, North Carolina. Face off here. Going towards the Cougars. They get the ball on the ground here. Another ground ball. Fighting for it. Cougars trying to get some momentum going. Pacers come up with it. Get a pass. It's on the ground. The Pacers keep it alive here. Have numbers here. Trying to throw it inside. Taken away by the Cougars. Now the Cougars pushing the other way. A little bit of momentum. They got a little bit more pep in their step now as Case, nice spin move to the outside. Was trying to let it rip, but a little bit off with that one.
Man, still with opportunity. So
not a bad thought. 15 seconds left. You don't have much time to work with, so you might as well let something rip. You know, got a little bit of the hot hand. Cooper Case just scored one, trying to test the hot hand.
Yeah.
Just a little bit off. You're trying to get two, quick goals to take in a little bit of momentum to the fourth quarter. Don't blame it. So now the Pacers, 1 second here. Not going to have time to do anything else, and that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back here with Averett Sports Network with the remainder of this game after this quick break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And we are back here with Averett Sports Network. A whole quarter left to play here, 15 minutes. The Cougars getting the last goal here with just under 2 minutes left to go. Cooper Case was able to get it to go here for the Cougars, trying to build a little bit of momentum. The Pacers come up with the ball, but in Cougars territory here, trying to push the other side. It was kind of similar to how the Cougars got the ball the last time they scored. Pacers this time able to push it up, wasting no time. A couple quick passes. Murray circling around, gets a shot off, and is good. Not even 30 seconds into the fourth quarter, Murray strikes again. I believe that's his fourth goal of the game. To take back an 8-point lead here for the Pacers.
And Chris, you know, before that goal, I was just going to say if the Cougars could get like two to three goals before like 9 minutes, it could make a final push, but that goal by the Pacers makes that a little tougher now.
So now that momentum that you were building up at the end of the third, because we all agree that the Cougars just looked a little bit different towards the end of that third quarter. So now you got to build that back up while making a push too. So a fight for the ball here all over the place. A lot of heads, nobody on the ball though. And eventually Duffy comes up with it. Now Duffy outnumbered and able to get it to go. He works around the defender and gets it over the head of Ando. And the Cougars strike right back, which is something we haven't really been seeing the Cougars do. They've been allowing Pacers to string together 2 or 3 goals in between their goals. But now we see a little back and forth. It might be a little bit too late. We'll see as Duffy brings in his third goal of the game, locks in the hat trick. He's trying to lead the way here for the Cougars.
I mean, they take it one stop at a time and just find a way to execute on offense and get close to scoring a goal, just get those opportunities. There's still a chance for the Cougars to come out with a W in this game.
You're just starting to see the Cougars just play a little bit more aggressively, and this is kind of similar to how the Pacers opened up. And they're forcing a whole lot more ground balls and turnovers here, something that the Pacers were able to take advantage on early on. So we got to see if the Cougars are going to try to keep it going, the momentum. The Pacers back here just trying to slow it down again. 13 minutes and 13 seconds left to go on the clock, on the game clock. 41 seconds left on the shot clock. The Pacers just killing time here. It's now a shot on goal. It's going to be off the mark. And out of bounds. Pacers keep possession here, but now 26 seconds on the shot clock. Ball now in the middle of the field here. Noonan now trying to work towards the net. He gets a pass in. And the fake shot gets Prutzman up in the air, and he's able to go around him. That's number 5, Drew Von Warren, a senior middle out of Sherman, Connecticut, able to get the goal to go for the Pacers. Answers right back to that Cougars goal by Duffy.
And on that one, Chris, you know, he just seemed to be a little more open than usual. And like you said, he put the pump fake on and got him to jump on it and was able to score, but had to be sharp on the defensive end if you want to get back into this game and have a chance to win.
So the ball still on the ground, working towards the Cougars' offensive territory. Pacers do come up with it, though. Now Pacers pushing in here. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, shot. Deflected by Prutzman. As Pacers keep possession here. Smith working towards the middle of the field here, trying to get around his defender. Takes a shot off the mark. And they say the Pacers will keep possession here. So 41 seconds on the shot clock here. 11 minutes and 26 seconds on the game clock. Ball on the ground, rolls towards Pacers territory now. And now Case, who has a goal already, pushing towards the net. And he's just going to reset here out to Etheridge. Now to Duffy, who's the hot hand for the Cougars. Now I believe it's going to be a foul call on 11. On that defense. So Cougars can take advantage here. Try to get a goal back. 10 minutes and 45 seconds. The Cougars got to string together stops and goals, not just shootouts now at this point. Down 8. So now Case takes a shot off the mark. Cougars will keep the ball. Garay now out to Duffy. Duffy now to Taft. Taft gets a pass in. Etheridge takes a shot. But it's going to go into the jersey of Ondo, excuse me. So the Pacers will take possession here. And a miscue by Ondo. Throws the ball out of bounds. Doesn't come out the net clean. So now the Cougars might catch a break here, trying to get a string of goals to get back in this one. So now Duffy gets it to Case. Case takes a shot, gets it to go. Case finds himself with another goal. 2 goals here for Cooper Case, who's came alive here in the back half of this matchup to get together another goal here for the Cougars.
And, you know, Chris, what I'm seeing so far, looking back from the first quarter to now, the physical play has picked up from first quarter to now for the Cougars, as well as aggressiveness on the offensive end. I don't think it was as much ball movement as it is now. I mean, as it was in the first half, than now. They've picked that up a little bit, and you see more and more people getting involved in this game.
So now the Pacers here trying to answer back after that goal. 9 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Still have a pretty commanding lead and 7 points here. So you're not in a rush. You're just trying to kill time at this point. Goals do definitely help. So take your time trying to get a smart shot here to extend your lead. And the Cougars, you just got to force a turnover here. Try to build a little bit of momentum. Shot here off the mark. And goes out of bounds. So now the Pacers moving the ball around, still trying to kill time. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
And I believe that was an illegal screen call there. It's 24. Jamari Smith was moving there. Never stay still.
So now Beavers gets it down to Taft. Dangerous pass there, but it falls into the stick of Taft. Taft, nice spin move, working back towards the net. Now Taft coming through, gets a pass off to Powers. Powers wrapping around off the deck, but wide right. Good shot attempt there for the Cougars. Keep possession here. 8 minutes on the clock. Down 7. So got to get something going here. So now Duffy trying to work through, defended closely. He goes out to Powers. Powers now back to Duffy. Over to Taft. Taft taking one step, working towards the net. And the call gives the Pacers back the ball here. Tough break for the Cougars, who are trying to make a late push in this one.
And again, the Pacers just taking their time. 50 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time here as they also hold the lead.
Shot here off the mark. Pacers keep it. So just over 6.5 minutes left to go in this one.
And good aggressive defense there by Hernandez. Cougars making it tough for the Pacers right now. And on this defense possession, 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
And good defense there by the Cougars. Hernandez knocks it free on the ground and causes the violation there. So great job by the Cougars holding up defensively, but it did kill time for them, as that was a full 80 seconds that is no longer on the game clock here. You're trying to squeeze back into this one. You do get the defensive stop, but you got to get a score after that, or that would just be a wasted possession. So now Garay back in. Working now, gets it over the Taft. And the Cougars give the ball right back to the Pacers. So the defensive stop didn't amount to any point, so just worked into the favor of the Pacers, just killing more time off the clock.
Again, the Pacers just taking their time as that one is picked up by the goalie. Prutzman, excuse me.
Pass across here to Beavers. Finds home as Beavers just trying to work downfield here. Ground ball force. Pacers come back up with the ball with numbers. The Cougars able to adjust correctly. Shot here off the mark, and has rocketed over there. I don't think you're getting that one back as it went outside the fence. So now just over 4 minutes left to go. And Etheridge now pushing tempo here for the Cougars. Gets it the case. Now to Garay. And ball goes out of bounds, but stays with the Cougars here. So Taft behind the goal here, working, trying to come around. Gets to the case. Case rips one, but it's going to be off right. Now 3 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock here. So good defense there by the Pacers. Take the ball right back. You got to think that this one's just getting a little bit out of reach here. 7 points is a lot to come by, especially in under 3 minutes. So doesn't mean quit playing, though. You never know what can happen. Got to keep playing, trying to bring it in as close as you can. As now Garay coming around. Spin move. He's going to reset the Etheridge here. Now creeping up on 2 minutes left to play. Case coming through. Shot off the mark. It's going to be out. Cougars keep possession. Under 40 seconds now on the shot clock. The Pacers take the ball back here after some great defense. And shot was defended there by Prutzman. But there was a whistle before. Cougars take possession here. But that pass will go straight back to the Pacers, and that's been one of the things that's just been killing the Cougars all game, is just getting those defensive stops and giving the ball right back to the Pacers. And
thankfully, you know, this is a non-conference game, so it's something that you can go back to practice with and work on before getting into conference play. Since the end of the third quarter, we haven't quite seen that same defensive intensity.
Is that one now on the ground? Duffy now making a push down the field. Gets it past the Case. Case now gets it over to Taft. Taft tries to roll it on in there, but off the mark. And Ondo hustles back and gets closest to the ball there to take back possession. And they got to think this is probably going to be the end of it. 40 seconds. Can really just hold it out here to the end of the game. The movement looks like they're going to go for goal again. Prutzman gets another block here. Cougars take possession back. But give it right back there to the Pacers now. 11 seconds on the clock. Got time for about one more shot here. Pass inside, off the mark. That's going to roll. And a couple flags on the field. This one's going to time out. That's going to be it. That's going to be it for this one here. The William Peace Pacers take a 13-6 win over the Cougars. The Pacers improved to 3-3 on the season. The Cougars drop to 2-4. And this has been the last matchup here on Daly Field today. And a string of games. This has been Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me was Corey Baldwin, and we'll catch you on the next episode here on Averett Sports Network.